Greetings survivors and anyone who's watching. Welcome to our presentation, which is about the business management analysis of ST Indonesia. And this presentation will be divided into 5 parts. The first part is the managerial problem, challenges, and issue, which might be faced by ST Indonesia, followed by their business model, organizational culture, and the 4 essential skills, and also what can be changed or improved to better this company. First, we'll introduce ourselves. My name is Debora Widjaja, and I will be presenting along with my colleagues Yolanda Patricia, Mario Marcelo, Rendy Christian, and Dorothy Widjaja. Let's start with the first part, which is the managerial problem, challenges, and issue that might be faced by ST Indonesia. We all know that as time went by, labor costs keep rising, meaning that the company needs to increase their sales while also maintaining the quality of their products to remain profitable. Therefore, this becomes a challenge for managers to ensure maximum productivity and efficiency for both human resource and also the machinery. And the second point I want to touch is the ever-changing consumer trends, because it is often hard to keep up with these demands since they quickly change over time. The third is the right hiring making. Managers should not make a careless decision in hiring candidates because it can affect the company. For example, as you can see in the picture, the first headline showed that a while ago, one of ST Indonesia employee quarrels with a customer, and this can greatly affect the whole image of the company. The next point is poor customer complaints handling. Again, you can see in the second headline, ST Indonesia was viral also a while ago because of a bad reason. Essentially, ST Indonesia threatens to sue a customer for complaining of how sweet their drinks are, and this action obtains a lot of negative comments from netizens, leading to damaged image of the company, all because of the bad management complaints.
So moving on, here we will go through the ST Indonesia business model. ST Indonesia is partnering with the first party, which is the owner of the product, and the second party who has the right and product selling license using the same brand, or usually known as franchise. ST Indonesia is also partnering with the supplier that will directly distribute the material to all outlets in Indonesia. Additionally, ST Indonesia is also collaborate with food delivery service such as GoFood, ShopeeFood, and GrabFood, as well as collaborate with advertising agency and IT for the promotion and website purposes. The key activities of ST Indonesia include the franchise preparation, in which they need to prepare the commitment fee, location and outlet design, product license policy, distribution, human resource training, as well as the opening of the outlet itself. ST Indonesia also perform promotion in urban city through banner as well as social media. Not to mention that they also starting to do offline and online product selling. Furthermore, ST Indonesia also has several key research which serve as the main input to create its value proposition, service its customer segment, and deliver the product to the customer. Those resources include best quality supplier to ensure the quality of the product, easy access to the outlet which is mainly located at the urban area, top quality and competent human resources to serve the best quality of the product, as well as high-tech production tools to help the tea productions and keep the hygiene. The value proposition of ST Indonesia in order to engage the customer include offering various product flavors to meet the criteria of people's taste with affordable price and easy access to the outlet, since the outlet itself are usually located in a strategic area. ST Indonesia also ease the ordering process through several online platforms and perform customer-oriented service. And then, in order to build trust and relationship to the customer, ST Indonesia also provides several promotions such as festival promotion, where the customer will be given discount for both online and offline purchases. They also give promotion like discounted items in every online purchases, as well as they offer buy one get one for every grand opening in 1 week straight. The segments of their customer are divided into two, which are the B2C and B2B. B2C or business to customer include all tea lovers from teenager to adults and individuals, especially millennial, who love trendy products. On the other hand, the B2B or business-to-business segments include larger parties such as event organizer or any other formal and casual events. Moreover, Asta Indonesia have several channels to raise the awareness among customers about the company. Those channels include every franchise outlet spread in Indonesia, how Asta Indonesia offer their product through social media, as well as their word-of-mouth strategy to raise awareness by providing best service and product quality. Asta Indonesia also apply two types of cost structure, which include the fixed cost and variable cost. Fixed costs are consist of insurance, human resource salary, and rent costs. On the other hand, the variable costs include the marketing and advertising fee, raw material costs, tea production tool costs, as well as the partnership fee. Lastly, Asta Indonesia earns money from the product sales, as well as rent costs and royalty from more than 250 franchise outlets in Indonesia.
Moving on to organizational culture. So, according to Kim and Robert, there are four types of organizational culture, which are clan, adhocracy, hierarchy, and market. And in this case, Asta Indonesia's organizational culture is a combination of two cultures. The first one is clan culture, which focuses on mentorship and teamwork. A clan culture is people-focused in the sense that the company feels family-like. This is a highly collaborative work environment where every individual is valued and communication is a top priority. The benefits of this culture is that clan culture boasts high rates of employee engagement, and happy employees make for happy customers. Because of its highly adaptable environment, there's a great possibility for market growth within a clan culture. The other culture is adhocracy culture, which focuses on risk-taking and innovation. Adhocracy cultures are rooted in innovation and adaptability. They are looking to develop the next big thing before anyone else. Adhocracy cultures value individuality in the sense that employees are encouraged to think creatively and bring their ideas to the table. The benefits of this culture is that adhocracy culture contributes to high profit margins and notoriety. Plus, with the focus on creativity and new ideas, professional development opportunities are easy to justify. So what makes them different with the others? The answer is that they have a friendly and dynamic workspace where leaders act like father figures and stimulate innovation. In this regard, there are several main features. The first one is relationship-driven approach. In this approach, leaders, managers, and supervisors emphasize support for subordinates to ensure that every employee grows in the company. This organizational culture also supports warm and friendly relationships. For instance, at the company's cafes, exhibit warm and friendly bonds with each other. And this feature of the company's corporate culture extends to customers who are also treated with warmth. The second is innovative, which is another major characteristic of Asta Indonesia's organizational culture. And through this cultural feature, Asta Indonesia empowers employees and facilitates innovation in product development and service provision. The third is collaboration and communication. The corporate culture of Asta Indonesia encourages collaborative efforts through effective communication. At the cafes, workers clearly communicate with each other to fulfill orders. Also, they collaborate as teams to make the order fulfillment process efficient. Thus, Asta Indonesia's organizational culture supports efficiency in business processes, which contributes to quality of service, positive customer experience, and business cost effectiveness. Last but not least is inclusion and diversity. Asta Indonesia has an anti-discrimination policy that shapes its organizational culture, and this policy prohibits any form of discrimination and facilitates information sharing and positive rapport among employees, as well as innovation based on diverse ideas.
The first implementation in order to achieve a smooth national operation is the technical skills. These are some technical skills that must be fulfilled by all of the employees working in Asta Indonesia. The most important is the knowledge about the products that Asta Indonesia sells. Anyone working in the company must know all stuffs and all things about the products like the sugar content, the flavor, the components in the product, and so on. Next is the technological knowledge. They have to understand how to operate the devices required to make the product, and to achieve this, special training needs to be conducted. Next is financial processing. It's about the payment, how you receive the payment, how you store the money, salary management, also risk management and future planning are set to reach the goals of the company, to plan what are the next product launch along with the risk of it, like whether it is going to be sellable or not. For the communication skills, face-to-face interaction with the customers are extremely important, like hand gestures, intonation, politeness, and also language skills. I will encourage all the customers to understand basic English because Estee stores are now everywhere, like in Bali, where tourists from all over the world found. And next, complaints handling is also important, like there will not be a good business without complaints from customers. So all employees must be trained to handle those complaints. Either it's a complaint from the social media or direct complaint. They must be trained to handle this. Next, collaboration and advertising. In this world, collaboration and advertisements are the key to introduce the company to a broader market. Also, by conducting a regular meeting between all employees, it will help this company to reach harmony. I mean, to make sure that they are on the same page. For the problem solving skills, in order to be a good problem solver, employees must be able to listen first. They have to listen everything around them to gather all the information they need before solving a problem. They must be encouraged to do listen at all times. Next, thinking analytically helps the company to solve any problems. They must be trained to think objectively towards, for example, complaints, competitors, and any internal problems. Lastly, teamwork is really important too, in order not to make any misconception between the employees. In the next skills, it's called time management skills. All employees of this company must be trained to know their responsibilities, and they must know how to work efficiently. These are the four crucial time management skills. Like, firstly, is prioritizing. They almost know which tasks to be prioritized first and how much time to allocate to each task. By prioritizing tasks, they will be more productive. Next, without scheduling, an efficient work cannot be achieved. So I suggest all of the employees in this company should organize well their tasks and their responsibilities. Furthermore, every companies have a goal. So a goal setting is a must. Setting daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly goals, and also breaking them up into the smaller ones. I mean, breaking large goals into smaller ones and completing them one by one is the thing that I think must be applied in this company.
So now we finally get to the reviewing of business model canvas part. But before we dig further, I'm going to tell you about what business model canvas is. Business model canvas is designed to support the development and mapping of both new and current business, and to determine how good a business canvas is through four things, which are the customer value proposition, profitability, resources, and process. So the first, reviewing your value proposition is a wonderful approach to determine how relevant you are to solving the problems that the consumers are now experiencing. Changing customer trend can be one of the issue, and this problem can be solved by doing consumer research. In the business model canvas of Estee Indonesia, there can be addition for the key activities, which are researching for customer current trend, and also for the profitability. And in order to ensure the success of a company, examine the revenue sources and expansion potential for the company. For Estee Indonesia, revenue stream include the product sales, rent costs, and royalty from franchise. For each franchise, the turnover are around 100 million to 150 million rupiah, and the net profit are around 20% per month. as written on the official website. For the resources and process part, it is crucial to determine the company actual resource availability, as well as to have the true understanding of your expectation and capabilities. For ST Indonesia, it has good resources listed in business model canvas, and it is also crucial to analyze the process, preserve the one that makes sense, and enhance the one that don't in the business canvas. For ST Indonesia, currently the model canvas are still relatable. Still be used. For the conclusion part of business model canvas is that ST Indonesia have a good business model canvas that are still relatable and useful at the moment, but a little changes won't do harm. So what can be done to better manage the business is to review the controversy that rise around ST company. There are two controversies that currently rise about the brand got triggered by bad review that said one of the beverages are too sweet and one of the employees shout and being impolite towards the customer. This scandal caused a bad impact towards the company and was caused by bad managerial conduct. As customers' review can impact a company in either positive or negative way, if this input is managed well by customer service, this can lead to increased customer satisfaction. But in this case, instead of the problem being solved, it leads to even worse. That's why a good customer service is important. Customer service needs to be trained by human resources first before being able to work. Why customer service is important? Because it's able to encourage customer loyalty and promotes corporate expansion. The problem can be solved with improving the customer service, and also the employee need to be trained how to serve the customers politely. For the rest of this estate company are actually already good and need to be kept up. So finally, we have come to an end of our group presentation. Thank you for listening. So finally, we have come to an end of our group presentation. Thank you for listening.